So the question has to be asked, regardless of how you feel about Jussie Smollett, is it fair what happened today? And the answer is absolutely not. This is round 2 of sentencing. Round 1, Jussie paid $10,000 fines to the city of Chicago, and he was made to do community service. The sovereign, which is the state of Illinois, entered into a contractual obligation with him. He specifically performed his part of the obligation, and they did not. They brought back the charge with a special prosecutor. You can change the agents, but you cannot change the principal. And that special prosecutor has now prosecuted him, got in a conviction, and now he's being sentenced on top of the $10,000. And now he's being told he has to pay $120,000 something plus fines of up to $25,000, and he has to do 30 months probation. On top of that, his career has been negatively impacted. So regardless of where anyone stands in the aisle as to where they feel or how they feel about Jussie, the question is, isn't that beating a dead horse? Isn't that going too far? And it is going too far. All right? So right now, for a Class 4 felony, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm a criminal defense attorney and a civil rights attorney, and a former prosecutor. I have never seen in my entire career as an attorney, and none of the other attorneys here have ever seen a situation where a Class 4 felony gets the same treatment as a violent offense. In fact, I would say I've never seen a violent offense get this much fines. And so my message is this: if there's anyone that doubted, you know, a few weeks ago we were inundated with media video of police officers arresting a black kid who was fighting with a white kid. And there was a lot of talk about double standards. And if there's anyone that has any doubts about the double standard that exists in the criminal justice system, I'm not saying all judges. There are a lot of progressive judges out here in Cook County, and I'm very proud of that fact. But if there's anyone that has any doubts, today should be a reflection of that. This sentence was a disparate treatment towards a black man, and that's my personal opinion. And I don't want to speak for everybody on the team, but I'm sure they have their own opinions too. In addition to that case that I mentioned, Judge Lynn recently in 2021, last year, someone got 24 months probation for narcotics. And we have a major narcotics issue in the suburbs, the heroin crisis, and they're getting probation. Someone got a Class 4 offender for a gun case, got 2 days in jail. And we all know Chicago has a major gun problem. And so regardless, again, I ask everyone, you might be sitting down there thinking, shame on Jussie for doing this. That's okay, that's your opinion. But is this fair? And the answer is no. I will never forget one of the things my client told me before we walked in here, as we walked in. He told me, I believe this judge is going to give me jail. And I asked him why, and he said, because I'm a black guy. No matter how successful I've gotten, I'm black. And I remember looking at him and saying, Jussie, no, I have full faith in the judicial system. This is a low-level Class 4 felony. And unfortunately, one of the rare occasions my client proved me wrong. And it's just disgraceful. And it's a shame. And maybe this is why we need more minority judges, right? So for people who understand the community, this was very disrespectful. The NAACP wrote a letter. Black Lives Matter, Innocence Project wrote a letter. Imploring the judge, telling him, offering up their services to monitor the community service if he was to give any, and he did not. And again, this is my personal opinion, and I'm obviously very, very disappointed. It was a very nasty sentence, and of course, we're going to be appealing this one. Okay? We're going to have a discussion with the family, and we'll make that decision sometime tomorrow. Okay?